Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. As the video will suggest, this is me going over my dispatch choices. I was going to just upload that big 6-hour long VOD of me playing through dispatch. However, I didn't turn on the fun YouTube settings, so like there was nudity, there was DMCA music, and YouTube very much did not like that, and so this is my meeting you at the middle. So yeah, without further ado, voila. Also, I do want to call out, like, these lights are cool, right? It is not this bright, okay? It's just how bad my camera is, but, like, it looks so good. Like, it looks so good. This backdrop, in person, looks immaculate. Now, I gotta work on this. This is all the stuff I've gotta sling about up there, but it looks so good. I will be so happy when I can get a better camera that doesn't look like crap. I will be so happy. But that's not what you're here for. That's not what you're here for. We're here to look at my choices and for you to judge me on how I played. Okay? Now, I'm going to start from episode 1 and work all our way to episode 8. I'm shooting this video to be around 20 minutes long. Try to keep us moving. Don't waste a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? And we start with, did I burn off Flambe's eyebrows? Dude, I just butchered that whole sentence. And no, I did not. I chose water. I'm watching Moist, and I'm watching his first 2 episodes. I haven't got that far yet, because I was waiting to watch all the playthroughs until I finished the game, because that's the worst part about it, right? Is I want to watch all my content creators be playing the game, but I can't because I haven't played it myself. But now I've beaten it. I beat it in 1 day, basically. And yeah, I did not burn off Flambe's eyebrows. I also did not kiss Blazer. My justification, we were both drunk. It kind of leans itself to wanting you to kiss her, but I'm gonna be real, guys. I was like, we're a bit of both under the influence. I didn't feel comfortable, so I didn't. I didn't murder this man, just 'cause I didn't feel like murdering this man. I apparently 34% of people, 44% of people wanted to murder this man, and they did. Or really, they didn't, but, you know. And then I chose to walk away. I know Moist beat the guy up, and then I guess some of the other people commentated on it. I dubbed him Mr. Wet Ponytail, obviously, and then I obviously aced the tutorial shift because I'm just a gamer. And that's episode 1, nice and easy. The fact that 7% of people haven't fisted Royd just means they did another playthrough where they didn't fist him, okay? That's all I'm saying. You gotta fist Royd in the bathroom. There's no other choice about it. I did cover for Invisigal. I won't lie, guys. I'm an Invisigal stan. I didn't go with Blonde Blazer, but you're gonna see through my choices that, I'm a very big Invisigal fan, man. I'm a Jelly-filled donut man myself, so I chose Jelly-filled donuts. I obviously did not ask Blazer out because I was going for Invisigal. And then 90% of players said no to dinner because I saw her when the woman you're talking to has her boyfriend show up and the guy goes, "Oh, you want to go for dinner?" and she goes, "You typically say no, guys." I'm really interested in my next playthrough in the future when hopefully season 2 comes out. If you can actually go to that dinner or not, or if it's like you go, "Oh yeah, sure," and then Invisigal's like, "Oh, actually, no." So I bet that's a crazy scene. So I won't lie. When it comes to the game, I did not restart the dispatch portions if they went bad. So obviously, I sent Vandersnake to meet, or let Sonar go to meet Vandersnake. And obviously it went wrong in my thing, and that was unfortunate. I was looking forward to it. And you know, I made those guys turn into the crime-fighting duo, the Fightmen. I don't think that ever comes back up, and if it did, I totally missed it. You get used to this screen, guys, because I'm not gonna lie, Sonar feels like the I'm gonna be honest, all the heroes in the dispatch thing are kind of busted. Like Golem at the end game, if you build him in a balanced person, in a multi-mission thing, he solos. You just throw him in a mission, he solos. You'll notice that later in the game, I go, oh my god, Golem's pretty good. There are very few that I didn't think was that good. But yeah, episode 2, we aced it. Onto episode 3. So, I chose to cut Coop because there was no way I was getting rid of, I forgot his name. I'm one of those guys that forget names like the second. Sonar. He is literally my favorite character, like one of my favorite characters. There was no way I was cutting Sonar. I love having Moist just talk to me in the game. I watch him every single day basically. So like having him in my game, there was no way I was cutting that out. Even though Coop does feel like from a standpoint the better story person. I did stand my ground when Golem shoulder checked me for like the 3rd time. I was standing on business. Yeah, I can only assume the 1% of people that didn't help her just botched it. That's all I have to assume. Because there was some pretty hard hacking in this game. Yeah, I called them all Phoenixes, and I told her to screw the stars. Because I was like, hey, you know, screw the stars. Out of the 4 heroes over. Oh, yeah. Dude, the dispatch for episode 3, dude, it's crazy. It was chaos. I was like, am I supposed to be losing all these missions? Gotta be sitting duos. I'm like, they've got it easy peasy. Sabotage, 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 sabotage. I was like, guys, I can't get a single mission done because you're all sabotaging each other. Obviously, I sent Coop with Punch Up to complete the fighting tournament because they were a dynamic duo. In the image I got, Coop was actually behind Punch Up. I don't know why she's not there. Apparently I protected Victor from his enemies. Nice. Obviously, my most sent hero was Sonar. And we did pretty good. On to episode 4. I know. People probably added Water Boy. I loved them both, okay? I loved them both, but I really liked Phenomenal Man. Man, he just makes love to you so often. I mean, it's good to have someone around that does that. I mean, nobody else in the office was doing that for me, so I mean, like, shoot, I had to grab someone. And Phenomenal Man was phenomenal. Literally, he was so good. I loved him. Obviously, yes, again, Invisigal Root went with the movies. It was adorable. Obviously, I had to get backs. You know, you don't see... I may not have took Water Boy, but I'm not gonna let him get bullied, especially not by Flambe. So I did smack him with a spaghetti. And then, yeah, that choice was Blonde Blazer's, like, the top of her nipple was poking out. I was like, hey, probably want to cover that. The Gooners, the 21% of Gooners that didn't say anything about that, probably are the ones that took her to that ball. Or the dance or whatever she had. Obviously, there's the Baby Kaijo thing. I did, in the end, after I looked back on it, I did make some choices in the missions I kind of regretted. I won't remember them until I see them, but yeah. When it came down to Brain Teaser, I just rushed them because I'm gonna be real with you. When you're leveling characters, throw some intelligence on some people. Make some other people intelligent. I use Sonar for a lot of the intelligence and talking, and that definitely bit me in the butt quite a lot. You need other smart and charismatic people. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. At the end of the game, most of my people were just 4s and 5s. Okay, and they were just real good all-arounders. Yeah, I just rushed Brain Teaser and beat him up. Obviously, Sonar. That was not a good day. It was real rough. It was a real rough day because I think it was a lot of charisma and intelligence. This is the day when I realized, oh, intelligence is needed in this group. Yeah, like I said, I use Sonar quite a lot. Episode 5. Yeah, I told the truth. That was I was expecting that to come out, but I was like, I feel like that's a given choice, okay? I'm hard pressed to think most people didn't say, like, the 17% of people that didn't say they were Mecha Man, I have to assume like 15% of them are doing a playthrough where they don't reveal their identity. Cause like that just feels like it's supposed to happen. That's what would happen if this was a movie. If this was a TV show, that's what happens, okay? He reveals that he's Mecha Man. They have this interaction, and it's cool. And obviously, again, had a good time with Invisigal. Remember this choice, okay, guys? Remember when I said I wasn't sure, okay? I wasn't sure at the time, okay? Wasn't sure at the time. I think this was me saying something to the the big mechanical arm dude, and then he proceeded to just toss me across the room. This is me failing a mission in the dispatch. And this was a plane that was crashing down, and I sent Phenomenal Man and I think Flambe to save it. And then obviously Sonar. Episode 6. I wanted to wait, okay? I saw the writing on the wall. I knew how this was going to play out. The little bit of the end, the like, Chase doing what he did honestly shocked me. And honestly was one of the sadder moments of the story. That was definitely like, oof, that was a punch that I was not expecting. But yeah, I danced with Invisigal. I chose the lame salute. I get it. I should have flexed or struck a heroic pose. But I went with the salute just because I was like, oh, salute. That's me failing another dispatch. That's me failing another dispatch. I chose Bard because guess who I sent to the D&D? Sonar! And guess what he's good at? Charisma! Wow, shocker, guys. It's almost like I use Sonar a lot. Episode 7. I gave a rousing speech because I was not going to cut Invisigal because this, like I said, about my episode, okay, before I played the game, the amount of spoilers that people are just spamming everywhere with no spoiler tag, no nothing, like the first sentence in a post, like you're scrolling Twitter, it's this person villain, this person romance. There's no way to avoid it. Like there's no, like I am literally scrolling and I'm like, oh, what's the next? Invisigal romance. What? And then I get to the game and I'm like, oh, I kind of know some choices going on here. Like I knew who the traitor was because I got spoiled for me. But yeah, so I knew going in there was romance options, and I knew even without knowing, it's kind of clear that there are two characters that are vying for your attention, being Invisigal and I'm terrible with names, but you know who I'm talking about. Blazer. Did you know I was reading the extras in the character descriptions? His name was gonna be Blonde Blazer, and then they changed it to her being Blonde Blazer, which is pretty funny. Nice little catch I got there. But yeah, we didn't. That, by the way, the morale hit you take for that was disgusting. That mission, dude. Oh my god. Obviously, I forgave Invisigal. I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of it's like she was doing villain stuff. I mean, like, even if I wasn't trying, even if she wasn't like the romance person I was going with, I feel like that's fair. You know, like, you're an evil person doing evil stuff. I mean, who am I to hold a grudge? Grr, you're the bomb placer. I mean, she has problems with her lungs, and that guy, the villain, was helping her with her lungs. You know. Again, you know, this was the romance. Okay, guys. Obviously, I chose beer as a child because what child does not choose the beer option? And I didn't assault the bartender. I was more so taken aback that was Taliesin Jaffe from Critical Role. I mean, they're all scattered. All the Critical Role people are scattered throughout this game. But I just, that character at the bar was just hilarious. It was just hilarious. And I was more so interested in the villain being at the bar with me. Obviously, you rescue Golem. You don't let Golem be all sad. And then there's the choice of doing something or going all out against the Red Ring. And obviously I went all out. I mean, Chase is down for the count. I'm getting my revenge. Obviously, Sonar, as you can tell, that morale boost, or that morale hit, did so bad for me. That shift was terrible. We were doing so bad. It was ridiculous. And then, yeah. And then on to the final chapter. Shroud knew that we had a fake Astral Pulse. I figured it wasn't even worth trying to, like, trick him. So I just gave him the real one. That could have went bad for me. However, hold on, we'll come back to this. Do you remember back when I said you should remember if I wasn't sure if I was going to kill him or not? Well, in the heat of the moment, guys, I definitely murdered this man. I definitely choked the life out of this person. And then at the end of the game, when you're sitting with Blonde Blazer, she's all nonchalant. She's like, hey, yeah, so do you regret killing him? And he's like, who? Oh, Shroud? And you get to be like, yes, no, I'm not sure. And I was just like, meh. But yeah, I choked the life out of this man. Again, Invisigal Root, I basically put all my faith in her. I didn't know the ending, so like I didn't know what was like I knew she was a romance option, but all these things I based on the if I'm gonna get burned by her, I'm gonna get burned by her. But this is the playthrough I've kind of already settled into, because like she's the villain character that's kind of like you don't really know her allegiance through most of the story. She's flippy floppy. Everybody is like Chase is like I don't trust her. Shroud's like she's my spy. You know, there's all this like back and forth and back and making you not be sure whose side she stands on. And I chose to trust her, which was basically my whole playthrough. My whole playthrough with the villains was like, I trust you. You could be a better person. Yada yada. I was happy to get the good ending and not the villain ending. I'm very interested in what the villainy ending is. But yeah, she's a hero, guys. Obviously, you know, that was written on the wall with the whole playthrough I was doing. The 29% of people that didn't defeat Coop, unfortunately, and lost Los Angeles, rest in peace them, because they didn't see the ending of the game. And I honestly, okay, there's a lot of the bubbles that pop up at, like, one pops up, and then, like, a second later, another pops up. I'm very fast on the draw, guys. And so when one pops up and then another pops up, especially when one pops, actually I think they were like here and here. I saw one and I just clicked on it because I was like, oh, there we go. I would have saved Sonar first, but I'm gonna be honest, Phenomenal Man getting saved first was kind of a boon because him just being so strong, I just sent him to everything and he was like, yeah, I've got this. Also, the fact that Phenomenal Man, if he fails a quest, just gets depressed is hilarious. It is so funny. It's the same way with Flambe, where I made Flambe this just insane person. He was the, you know what? I'll hold off on talking about Flambe. At the end of the game, I did welcome Coop back. This feels like a weird decision, considering she was literally just trying to murder like the entire city. Like she was trying to kill everybody. She's trying to kill you. This is like even farther than freaking Invisigal, because she's quite literally in the end of the game is trying to murder you, Blazer, everyone. She's just trying to murder everybody. But I did this on the off chance, you know, redemption is my whole gimmick of this thing, Phoenixes. And I was like, let's try again, basically. And for season 2, you know, if season 2 comes out, it'd be cool. I don't know what this choice is in reference to. I think it was, one of the, like, dispatch options. Every dispatch option that came up, I tried to get no matter what it was, and I think I sent Invisigal on this one. I wasn't grabbing Thumbstick's dong. I thought by saying no, we would just leave it. I didn't think she was actually serious. I thought she was trying to pull one over on me and be like, hey, put this dude's dong away. Wouldn't it be funny if you did that? But then she put it away, and I was like, oh, well, that's awkward. Obviously, Golem was coming in clutch. Dude, getting him into, like I said, as you can tell, in a single day, I put him in 100, the 101 times is him going into, like, a 4-person, like, mission, and him duplicating himself, because that's the one I took. So, like, that's why I made him an all-rounder, because he'd be like, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and he'd make 4 of himself. And so, like, any mission I sent him to, he basically almost 100%ly secured it. It was the other people that were kind of struggling. Flambe popped off, was going crazy. Like I said, I made him get that feat where he's like 10 strength, 10 mobility, and he clutched, guys. He came in so clutch. I had him solo so many missions. He would fly in, succeed, come back, I'd send him out, and he just kept repeating it. I don't know what this one is, but I got a true hero. I guess that's my ending. I tried to do the right thing at the right time, which was murdering Shroud, okay? There was no other right option in that instance. Obviously, my most sent hero in the entire game was Sonar. Loved him, was fantastic. Great character. Obviously, I had some rough shifts in dispatch in the later episodes that I didn't redo, so I kind of got flogged in it. Again, Sonar, and then at the end, I did not fail a single mission in Episode 8 Phase 2 purely because of Flambe. Flambe just went from one mission to the other, succeeding. I had Golem clutching up. I was able to stick Waterman and Waterboy and Punchdown. Phenomenal combo, guys. They are so good. Every time Waterboy Waterboy has a thing where if you don't send him after a couple bit, he volunteers himself. Every time he did that, Punch Down went straight with him, and they were the dynamic duo. It was so good. Like, it was such a funny, just amazing dispatch round, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. Which is why, hopefully, if the developers are watching, I'm sure they know. I'm sure they know, guys. We need a season 2 of Dispatch. I need more of this. I need more Telltale games, and this game is phenomenal. This game rocked. Its voice cast rocks. I love that it's Critical Role and it's a bunch of YouTubers. It's great. It's just a whole lot of good stuff going on. I know some people didn't enjoy the Dispatch game. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I thought it gave you a little break of like some like intense little action there. The hacking game was arguably the weakest point for me, just because it was a little like it stressed me out some points dealing with those like hacking orbs. But like I remember vividly playing the Dispatch like minigame, and when that thing is bouncing around and you have like a 50% chance, dude, they're like, oh my god, is it gonna hit? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then you watch it slowly drag out of the succeed range, and you're like, no! And then on the alternate side, you watch it bounce just right back in, you're like, it's on the cusp, and then it hits that line, you're like, let's go! Dude, there were so many highs and lows of this. But overall, I had a phenomenal time. I put about 7 hours in my first playthrough, which I'm fine with. I'm happy. I don't even know how much this game cost. I'm gonna go check right now. It's $30. This is a solid $30 game. Like, solid $30. I highly recommend Dispatch if you haven't played it. I mean, if you watch this, hopefully you've played it. Otherwise, I just spoiled the entire story for you. But yeah, but it just such a good game. Just a good game all around. I absolutely loved it, and I hope we see more from them. It's actually their first game. I hope they make more. I hope there's a Dispatch Season 2. That would slap. I wouldn't even care if it was just a slice of life. I'm not gonna lie. The characters of this game are what characters make games, okay? Especially Telltale games. And this game had a phenomenal cast of characters that I may forget their names because I'm terrible with names. But I loved each and every one of these characters. There's not a single one I think I disliked in this entire story. I mean, maybe the like acid dude with his dong out, he was supposed to be annoying, but like, yeah, dude, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was honestly quite a good time. And yeah, that's about all I got. I went a little over, but I hope you can understand. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all hopefully on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.